Good day, sir. This is my oral recitation. Crimes against public interest. Article 161 and Article 186. Article 161. Counterfeiting great sale of government of Philippines Islands, forging signature of stamp of chief executive, punishable act. Forging great sale and Gulf of Philippines, forging signature of President, forging stamp of President. Article 163, making and importing and uttering false coin elements. Presence of false counterfeited coin. 2. Act of the offender imported, utterate such coin. 3. Uttering and connivance with counterfeiters and, and importers. Important notes. Coin. False counterfeited, for forged, not authorized by Gov and legal tender regardless of its intrinsic value. Counterfeiting. Imitation of legal tender, genuine coin. 3. Uttering. To pass counterfeited coin. Article 166. Forging treasury of bank notes and other documents liable ay payable to bearer importing and uttering such false of forged note and documents. Punishable act. Forging forging falsification and treasury bank notes and other documents payable to bearer. 2. Importation of the same. And 3. Uttering the same in connivance with forgers or importers. Important notes. Forging giving the treasury and banknotes in any instrument payable and the bearer to order of appearance of true and genuine documents. 2. Falsification. Erasing, substituting, counterfeiting, and altering by any means figures, letter, words, sign contained therein. 3. Importation bring into bills. 4. Uttering, offering obligation notes, knowing them to be false, and forge, whether such officer is accepted, that with representation by words, action, that they are genuine and intend to be defraud. 5. What may be forged, falsified? A. Treasury and banknote. B. Certificates. And C. Other obligation and securities payable to be bearer. Article 169. How forgery is committed. Ways of committing. 1. By giving the treasury bank notes in any instrument payable to bearer an order appearance of true and genuine documents. And 2. By erasing, substituting, counterfeiting, altering by any means figures, letter, word, and sign contained therein. Article 170. Falsification of legislative documents, elements, presence of bill, resolution, and ordinance enacted, approved, and pending approval by either House of Legislator and any provincial board, municipal council. 2. Act of offender alteration. 3. No proper authority. 4. Alteration, change meaning of the documents. Article 171. Falsification by public officer, employer, or notary, or ex, ex, ecclesiastic minister. Elements. Offender. POND or notary public or ecclesiastical minister. 2. Take advantage of his official position. A. Has duty to make or prepare or otherwise intervenes in preparation of documents. Or B. Has official custody of documents with he falsifies. And 3. Act of offender falsifies documents. Important notes. 1. No falsification in good faith. 2. Documents any written statement by with right and establish or obligation is extinguished by which fact may be proved or affirmed. Different mode of classifying documents. Counterfeiting, intimating, pagining, any handwriting signature, rubric. 2. Causing it to appear that person have participated in act or proceeding when they did not fact so participate. 3. Attributing to person who have participated in any act or proceeding statement other than those in fact made by them. 4. Making an untruthful statement and narration of fact. 5. Altering true dates. 6. Making alteration or intercalation and genuine documents with change in meanings. 7. Issuing an authenticated from documents purporting to be copy or original documents when no such original exists or including in such copy statement contrary to or different from that of genuine original. And 8. Intercalating in any instrument note relative to issuance thereof and protocol, registry, or official book. Article 172. Falsification by private individual in use and falsified documents. Punishable Act. Falsification of public officials and commercial documents by private individual. 2. Falsification of private documents by any person. And 3. Use of falsified documents. A. Introducing in judicial proceeding. B. Use in any other transaction. Types of documents. 1. Public documents. Any instrument authorized by notary public competent public official with solemnities required by law. 2. Official documents. Documents issued by public officials and exercise of functions of his office. 3. Official documents. Documents defined and regulated by Code of Commerce and any other commercial laws. And private documents. Did instrument executed by private person with intervention of notary public other person legally authorized by with documents some disposition agreement and proved evidence set forth. Article 177. Superpetition of authority. Ways of committing superpetition of authority by knowing, misrepresenting oneself to be officer, agent, or representative of govt, whether local, national, or foreign. 2. Usurpation of official function by performing any act pertaining to the person in authority to public officer of govt under pretense of official position and without authority. Article 178. Using fictitious name and concealing true name. Punishable acts. 1. Using fictitious name elements. A. Offender uses name not his real name. B. Using of fictitious name publicly. 3. Purpose of offender. 1. To conceal crime. 2. To evade execution of judgment. And 3. To cause damage to public interest. 3. Concealing true name elements. A. Offender conceal. 1. His true name and to all other personal circumstances. And B. Purpose only to conceal his identity. Article 179. Illegal use of uniform or insignia. Offender makes use of insignia, uniform, or dress. Insignia, uniform, or dress pertain to office not held by offender or to class of person of which he is not member. 3. Insignia, uniform, and dress is used publicly and improperly. Article 180. False testimony against of defendant. 1. Criminal proceeding. 2. Offender testify falsely under oath against defendant therein. 3. Offender who gives false testimony knows that it is false, and 4. Defendant against whom false testimony is given is either acquitted or convicted in final judgment. Article 183. False testimony in other cases and perjury and solemn affirmation. The ways of committing perjury. 1. By falsely testifying under oath, and 2. By making false affidavit. Elements of perjury. Accused made statement under oath and is executive offendant upon material matter. 2. Statement or affidavit was made before a competent officer authorized to receive and administer oath. 3. Statement of affidavit accused made willful and deliberate assertion and full hold. And 4. Sworn statement or affidavit containing falsity and is required by law. Other crimes against public interest. Article 162. Using forged signature or counterfeit or stamp. Article 164. Mutilation of coin, importation and utterance of mutilated coin. Article 165. Selling of false of or mutilated coin without connivance. Article 167. Counterfeiting, importing, and neutering instrument not payable to bearer. Article 168. Illegal possession in use of false treasury or banknotes and other instrument. Article 178. Falsification or wireless cable, telegram, and telephone message in use of said falsification message. Article 174. False medical certificate, false certification of merit or service, etc. Article 175. Using false certificate. Article 176. Manufacturing and possession of instrument or implement for falsification. Article 181. False testimony favorable to the defendant. And Article 182. False testimony in civil cases. 12. Article 184. Offering false testimony in evidence. 13. Article 185. Machinations and public action. Article 186. Monopolies and combination and restraint of trade. Article 187. Importation and disposition of falsely marked article or merchandise made of gold, silver, or other precious metals or their alloys. Article 188. Subsisting and altering trademark, trade names, or service mark. Article 189. Unfair competition, fraudulent registration or trademark, trade name, or service mark, fraudulent designation of origin, and false description.